Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 64 of Aranya Kanda. Since the last few chapters we are seeing Rama initially having lot of anxiety regarding what happened to Sita. Later, when he saw Lakshmana, that anxiety turned into a fear, and then with great anguish, they were searching for Sita everywhere. And slowly, that anguish turned into a sort of lamentation where he started cursing himself. And from that state, the anger is coming out, and Rama is giving himself into that anger against the whole world, which never helped him while Sita was in distress. Stricken with grief, Rama addressed Lakshmana in broken accents, saying, O Lakshmana, repair all with all haste to the river Godavari. It may be that Sita has gone there to gather lotuses. At these words, Lakshmana immediately proceeded to the lovely river Godavari, and having visited the sacred forts, returning, spoke to Rama, saying, I have searched all the holy places, but I have not seen her anywhere, nor does she answer to my call. Where can Vaidehi have gone? I do not know where that lady of slender waist can be. O Rama, hearing Lakshmana speak thus, the unfortunate Rama, distracted with anxiety, ran to the banks of Godavari river and there cried out, Where is Sita? But neither the spirits of the forest nor the river dared to inform Rama that she had been borne away by that Indra of Titans, the king of Titans who merited death. Godavari, recollecting the former exploits of the wicked Ravana, was restrained by fear from imparting what was known to her of Vaidehi's fate. The river's silence caused Rama to abandon all hope of seeing Sita again, and overcome with despair at her disappearance, he said to Saumitri, the beloved Godavari has no answer for me. O Lakshmana, what shall I say to Janaka or Vaidehi's mother when returning without her we meet once more? Seeing me without Vaidehi, I shall become an object of odium to them. When disposed of my kingdom, I was forced to live in the forest on wild fruits. My misery was assuaged by the princess of Videha. Where is she now? Far from my kinsmen, unable to find Vaidehi, how shall I pass the long nights without sleep? I have searched everywhere, by the Mandakini, in Janasthana, and on the mountain Prasravana to find Sita. O hero, observe the wild deer, full of energy, who regard me unceasingly and by their glances seem to wish to communicate with me. Beholding them, that lion among men, Raghava, fixing his gaze on them, cried, Where is Sita? In a voice broken by sobs. Thus addressed by the Lord of Men, the deer rose and turned their head towards the south, looking upward, thus indicating the path by which Sita had been borne away. Remember, Ravana came there with a flying mission, and in his flying chariot, he took Sita by through the aerial route. He carried her away all the way towards the south. And these deers are they indicating the same thing by looking up and running towards the south. Thereafter, those deer turning southwards, sometimes fixing their gaze on the chief of men, and when then looking towards the sky, emitted cries running in front of the two brothers, seeking to attract their attention. And Lakshmana, understanding their movements and their cries, said to his elder brother, O my lord, since you accosted these deer, say, asking, Where is Sita? They are rising up have indicated a southerly direction. Let us therefore follow that path. Perchance we shall discover some trace of that noble lady or she herself. Be it so, answered Kakusta, directing his step towards the south, followed by Lakshmana. Thereafter, casting his gaze on the earth, he observed some flowers scattered on the ground, and exceedingly distressed, said to his brother, O Lakshmana, I remember these flowers, for I gathered them in the forest and gave them to Vaidehi. With these she decorated her hair. I think the sun, the wind, and the earth have preserved them for my pleasure. Thereafter, Rama addressed the mountain of innumerable torrents, saying, O Lord of the hills, have you seen that princess of lovely limbs, that gracious one I left in this storming grove? Whereupon, in tones of anguish, he began to threaten that mountain as a lion roars in the presence of deer, and cried out, O mountain, show me that lady whose skin resembles beaten gold, and I will shatter your crest. Thus questioned by Rama concerning Sita, the princess of Mithila, the mountain would fain have spoken, but through fear of Ravana it remained silent. Whereupon the son of Dasharatha addressed that rocky mass, saying, My fiery arrow shall reduce you to ashes. You shall be stripped of your virtue, your trees and your creepers, and none shall inhabit you. O Lakshmana, this river too shall be dried up by me if it does not reveal where Sita may be found, whose radiance resembles the full moon in her course. In his wrath, Rama would fain have consumed the mountain with his glance, when suddenly he beheld the imprint of the Titan's foot on the ground and those of Vaidehi, who in her terror had run here and there before being dragged away by him. Seeing the marks of Sita's feet and those of the Titan with a shattered bow, two quivers and parts of the chariot, Rama, his heart beating rapidly, said to his beloved brother, See, O Lakshmana, the scattered fragments of Vaidehi's ornaments and the many garlands and the drops of blood shining like molten gold covering the earth on every side. It is certain, O Lakshmana, that the Titans who change their form at will have hewn the body of Sita to pieces, which they have now devoured. On account of Sita, a terrible struggle has taken place here, O Saumitri. This great bow, encrusted with pearls marvelously inlaid, which is broken and lying on the earth, to whom can it belong, O friend? To what titan or to what god, O my child, does this golden armor belong? Bright as the rising sun, enriched with emeralds and pearls, the pieces of which are strewn on the earth, whose canopy is lying here, possessing 100 staves, decorated with celestial garlands, its supports broken, and whose are these mules harnessed with gold, having goblins' heads, terrible to behold, that have been slain in the fight. This chariot of war, shining like a flame, which is overturned and broken, to whom does it belong to? These arrows to 100 fingers in length, of terrifying aspect, these golden tips blunted, lying in 100 fragments, and the two quivers filled with excellent shafts. Whose are they? If you remember in the past, when Ravana was carrying Sita away in his chariot, Jatayu attacked him, broke his bow, broke his chariot, killed his charioteer as well the horses which are yoked to it, and all those pieces were lying strewn everywhere on the ground, and Rama is watching the same. See the charioteer lying on the earth, the lash and reins still in his hands. Who was his master? Without doubt, these footprints are those of a mighty Titan. O Lakshmana, behold now how, under a thousand guises, the bitter hatred of these Titans, who are ruthless and are unable to change their form at will, is made manifest. Alas, the blessed Vaidehi has been carried away, hence, or she is dead and has been devoured. If virtue was not able to protect Vaidehi from being carried away by stealth in the great forest, and she has been devoured, O Lakshmana, how can even the great ones of this world offer me any solace? The supreme creator of the universe himself, were he to manifest compassion, would be misunderstood and held in contempt by the world. And I, who am by nature gentle, who have subdued my senses, and who exercise mercy, desiring the welfare of all, shall be thought wanting in valor by the gods. O Lakshmana, my virtues shall be overshadowed today, as you shall soon witness, and my wrath be manifest in the destruction of the demons and all created beings. As the rising sun obscures the splendor of the moon, so will my great attributes be withdrawn and my naked splendor blaze forth. There will be no escape for any in the three worlds, neither Yaksha, Gandharva, Pishacha, Rakshasa, Kinnara, nor man. O Lakshmana, soon shall you see my arrows filling the firmament, the planets stayed in their courses, the moon wheeled, fire and wind restrained, the brightness of the sun obscured, crests of the mountains shattered, the lakes dried up, creepers and trees uprooted, and the ocean drained. If the gods do not bring back Sita to me, I shall blot out the three worlds. Then, O Saumitri, they will be forced to acknowledge my prowess. None shall find refuge anywhere in space. O Lakshmana, today you shall see the universe pass beyond its bounds. With the help of the arrows loosed from my bow, which I shall stretch up to my ear, no being will be able to survive. For Sita's sake, I shall rid the world of goblins and demons, and the gods shall witness the power of these missiles loosed in my wrath. The worlds of gods, giants, yakshas, and titans will be annihilated under the impact of my shafts. With my arrows, I shall shatter the defenses of the three worlds. If gods do not restore Vaidehi to me as she was before she was borne away, if they do not bring back my beloved unharmed, I shall lay waste the entire universe and all contained therein until I find myself in Sita's presence once more. I shall let loose every weapon of destruction. Having spoken thus, Rama, his eyes flashing with anger, his lips compressed and trembling, tied fast his robe of bark and deerskin and knotted his hair. Whereupon the sagacious one resembled Rudra went upon the destruction of Tripura. Taking his bow from Lakshmana's hands, he drew it with might, selecting a terrible steel pointed shaft resembling a venomous serpent, and the effulgent Rama, filled with wrath, the scourge of his enemies, resembling the fire at the destruction of the world, he said, as beings cannot escape old age, destiny, or death, so is none able to restrain my wrath. O Lakshmana, if I do not recover Sita this day in all her pristine beauty, I shall destroy the universe with its gods, Gandharvas, human beings, Pannagas, and mountains. Thus ended chapter 64 of Aranya Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.